So, Seattle. Who's on? Is this you?
I'll pick Seattle. I mean,
don't mess this up.
Dude, this is impossible not to mess up. So my first spot is either of the managers. I'm fine being convinced one way or the other between Siggy Schmidt and Brian Schmetzer. I mean, just for the work they've done, winning however many MLS Cups and supporter shields and hi Gracie. But I'm good with either of them. Connor, I don't know if you've picked one, but I'm good with either of them. Ozzy Alonso, just because I won't make Andrew mad at me twice.
I was say you didn't include him on being one of the best center mids in the decade, but yeah, he's
right.
definitely.
Yeah. Clint Dempsey, obviously, and then I think you have to put Chad Marshall in here, even though I mean Nico Ladero, Roman Torres, Fry, Obafemi Martins. I could make a case for any of them, but it's hard to pick over the top three. If I don't have a manager, I'll put Ladero.
Andrew, you go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to. because I agree this is extremely difficult. I got Alonso, obviously. I got Chad Marshall, obviously. I got Fry in there over the coaches. And I'm actually going to make it. So I have Christian Roldan here. And this is why. He's got 200 appearances already. He's played basically every single game since 2015. He's been box-to-box midfielder, national team, MLS Cups. He's been there. You know, as everybody else rotates around him, I would be okay with swapping him for Deuce or Obafemi, just by name.
Did you not have Deuce on here?
I don't have Deuce on here. I put Fry instead because he lasted longer, won more, and was less of a trouble off the field. Love Deuce.
But does he have a rap album? It's the real question.
Deuce had 136 games. Roldan's at 188. Again, I would – you had Obafemi, right?
Oh, well, I had him as an honorable mention. I couldn't justify putting him over one of the four.
I would be okay with swapping Deuce for Roldan. That I'm okay with. I think the other three are no-brainers. Ozzy, Fry, and what the hell is his name? I forgot it already.
Chad Marshall.
Chad Marshall. Thank you. I was reading down past it, and I was like, where did it go? I'd be okay with swapping Roldan for Deuce, but I think Roldan does have a shout simply because he's literally been there every game since 2015, and he was young when he started. Like, they called him straight from the academy and said, all right, let's go play. And he did, and he acclimated very quickly. So I'm going to stick with Roldan.
Yeah, that Deuce and Ova partnership up top was
disgusting.
Arguably the scariest front two in league history.
Yeah. Imagine having a front two like that and then forgetting that Toronto had a front two like Josie and Giovinco and thinking that Giovinco's a center mid. And
we're not doing this again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I getting caught up again? Connor, go ahead. Who do you have?
I have Ozzy. That's honestly, I think we would all have Ozzy 100%. Yeah, the rest was tough. I actually did go with a coach. I went with Siggy Schmidt. And it was tough between him and Brian Schmetzer. But I went with Siggy because he was – I know that Schmetzer coached them, I think, before they came to MLS. And then Siggy Schmidt took over. But I feel like Siggy kind of laid the groundwork for Schmetzer to be successful as an MLS coach. And I also think that Siggy took home more silverware, even though Schmetzer won arguably the more important trophy twice. Siggy, I'm only including obviously Siggy Schmidt's coaching tenure from 2010 to 2016, so that doesn't include 2009. He made the playoffs every single year that he was a coach, 2010 to 2016. That's a long period of time where you were just consistently great. He's won the U.S. Open Cup 3 times, and he's won the Supporters' Shield. Obviously, you could easily make the argument to replace him with a player, but I wanted to go with a coach here because that's kind of been my theme throughout this is going with coaches, and I feel like he definitely deserves it. But at the same time, could completely see someone going with Brian Schmetzer.
This was the only team that you could realistically put a manager in. I mean, I know we put Bob Bradley in just because LAFC haven't been around for that long, but the 2 managers that Seattle have had are just ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I think you go Schmetzer over Ziggy simply because Ziggy was earlier, right? Didn't he? He started his tenure before the decade.
2008.
Yeah. So if you want to be consistent with the theme and stick within the decade, then you go Schmetzer and you want all the other stuff. But I don't disagree with either of them.
Well, I went Siggy because he managed for, I think, the longer part of the decade. Because Schmetzer only had, I think, like 2017, 18, and 19, which he won 2 MLS Cups during it. But I think they won one in 2016, and that was the season that Siggy Schmidt, I don't know if he left or got fired. I'm not totally sure. Maybe one of you know. But he was gone like July 2016. So I think he was there for part of that season when they won MLS Cup.
Yeah, he got fired.
He got fired.
What had happened was he started off really poorly, and they had done this thing for a while where they were starting off poorly, getting better, and he started off so poorly there was a good shot they weren't going to make the playoffs. They fired him and let Schmetzer take over. Schmetzer signed Ladero, and then they made the playoffs, and I think they won that year, didn't they?
Yeah.
So, essentially, there's arguments saying that if he was there when Ladero got there, he would have been there for the rest of his life. But,
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, so it's interesting, but
yeah, again, I could see like either one. I could see an argument for either coach. So I'm totally fine. Like if someone wanted to change it out. But anyway, let me continue because I'm still not done yet.
You're not
I still
done.
have 2 players. No, I still have 2 players. So I went with Stefan Fry.
Good.
He was an absolute unit in goal. He makes so many crazy, huge saves. He's a superstar of the league, no question. He's 2-time MLS Cup, 1-time Supporters' Shield. He was MLS Cup MVP as a goalkeeper, which is pretty crazy. He's all-star. He's one of the all-time leading appearances for them. I'm sure he's got most shutouts in club history, but I couldn't find anything to confirm it. And then the last player, again, could totally go any way at all. But I went with Nico Ladero. He's one of the biggest stars that I've been able to watch play in MLS. And obviously, if you're a huge star in MLS, you're going to be a huge star for your team, as he was. He's 2-time MLS Cup champion, 1-time All-Star. He's tied fourth top scorer for them. Again, you could check the numbers. I'm not totally sure if that's completely accurate, but from what I saw, he was tied 4th top scorer for them and all-time assister for them.
All right.
But I could totally see Deuce being in here, Obafemi. I didn't go with Chad Marshall because I put him in another list and I didn't want to double up.
You don't like doubling up, yeah.
No, I don't like doubling up. Trying to be unique.
Yep, me too.
Unique. What a loser.
But again, could see plenty of other options coming in there.
Yeah, no, Seattle is definitely one of the toughest teams, not because they didn't have enough, but because they had too many. And you were going to have to leave off really good names. So I get that for sure.